All right, let's take you back to our developing story this hour. Reports emerging of a truck being set alight on the N4 near Waterval Boven in Mpumalanga. More information now with Moeti Mmusi, who is the spokesperson for the Provincial Community Safety, Security and Liaison Department there, joining us via our telephone line. And Moeti, apologies once again. You were still explaining to us that this started off as an accident.
Yes, absolutely. It started off as an accident, and while the traffic officers were responding to the accident scene, there were some criminal elements that took advantage of this and set 5 trucks alight. So the police are obviously looking into investigating this matter because we want to treat it purely as a criminal matter.
Yeah. At this stage, do you know if there are any casualties? Where are the truck drivers?
We have not established as to how many people have been affected by this in terms of injuries, but no fatalities were reported since early this morning after the incident occurred. But the road has been closed. Motorists are using the alternative road. Those who are traveling between Machanodorp and Bombela, they are advised to use the Skumanskloof alternative in order to reach the two places.
All right, so no fatalities, but there may very well be injuries. As you and I speak, do you know where the drivers are?
Yes, no fatalities have been reported so far, but the drivers were able to be the traffic officers were able to ensure that those truck drivers were safe.
Yeah, all right. It's difficult not to draw some kind of link to what's taken place on the N1 near KZN, in fact, near Van Rynen's Pass, as well as this particular incident, the N4 in Mpumalanga. I'm not going to ask you to draw parallels, but as far as you're concerned, you're saying that, quite frankly, you're just treating this at the onset as just pure criminality.
Yes, we are treating it as pure criminality, and then we don't want to make these two incidents look like they are somewhat related because they are still being investigated. We are not sure at this stage.
Yeah. Do we have information at this stage around what these trucks were actually carrying?
At this stage, we have not established what these trucks were transporting at the time of they were attacked.
Yeah, and in some instances, the situation is still live. In other words, those flames are still going?
Yes, our traffic officers and emergency personnel are still at the scene, not only to redirect the traffic, but to determine exactly how long it will take for them to clear the road and to ensure that traffic returns to normal on that part of the road.
Right. And can you speak to us, Moeti, if you can, about the frequency of such attacks? I mean, does this stand out to you as an aberration, this thing that doesn't happen often, or are you seeing at least a kind of trend on these kind of attacks on trucks?
No, we can't say we have a trend. It's one isolated incident. We haven't had any truck bent on the road in quite a while. It does happen sometimes on the N2 road where there'll be some protesters who take advantage and use this truck to blockade the road. Others will go to a point of touching them. But we don't want to say we don't want to related or they are that frequent in our province.
All right, Moeti Mmusi, for now, thanks very much indeed for letting us in on what you know so far. So there you have it, news just in. 5 trucks being set alight on the N4 near Waterval Boven in Mpumalanga. Currently, an active scene. Police still investigating that incident. In fact, we'll try catch up with police for you at the top of 8 o'clock. But of course, this comes off the back of 6 trucks being torched on the N3 near Van Rynen's Pass. That's in KZN over this past weekend. As things stand, these 2 incidents don't seem to be completely, doesn't seem to be a clear link between the 2 of them. But we can't help but, of course, notice what appears to be happening in different parts of the country.